Wow, hey everybody. I hope you're doing well. I guess things are going so super great in New Jersey. I've been to Trenton, New Jersey. Oh my God, that's like 20 years ago. Okay. Wow, look on the screen. Let's talk about what it means. It says here, New Jersey taxpayers on the hook for 12 million more dollars as Democratic governor protects illegal aliens battling deportation. Oh yeah, $12 million. Let's go ahead and look at this quick read and go over some more information. So, New Jersey's Democratic governor announced Thursday night that the state will pour millions more taxpayer dollars into a legal slush fund protecting illegal aliens from deportation. Quote, we're increasing funding for the Detention Deportation Defense Initiative by $12 million for a total of $20.2 million, Governor Mikie Sherrill wrote on social media. Mikie Sherrill on social media. That's what she wrote. Quote, let's see. It says she also announced the new Rapid Legal Response Initiative to expand statewide legal capacity for emergency immigration defense. The program provides free counsel to migrants in the state who are subject to removal proceedings. And there's the governor. Wow. Sherrill excused the multi-million-dollar move as a way to protect human rights of those in the U.S. illegally. Quote, these actions will help ensure more people in New Jersey's communities receive due process under the law, and more New Jersey attorneys are mobilized to stand up for the fundamental human rights of detainees and their families, she said. Now, unless you're new to the channel, you know I don't trust the politicians, all right? I trust no one. I don't trust the politicians. And when I see things like this here, I am not accusing anyone, but it just makes me wonder. Um, it makes me wonder if whenever they say this, if all the money really goes there, you know? I mean, how do we know it's not a select group of lawyers getting paid this kind of money and a kickback? I'm not saying it's what she's doing that, but hey, I just kind of think that way. I never believe when they say, and we're going to send $20 million over here. Uh-huh. Because I remember as a kid, Ollie North, when a lot of money came up missing, and my parents always watched the news, things like that. So it's like, remember the Ollie North and Reagan? Yeah, a lot of money came up missing. Was it millions of dollars came up missing? So when I see this now, it's made me very skeptical as an adult, as a seasoned adult. I just don't buy it. I really don't. So keep in mind, the New Jersey, the taxpayers on the hook for $12 million more as Democratic governor protects illegal aliens battling deportation now. So maybe, just maybe, New Jersey is not like the rest of America. Maybe everyone's doing like super great. I mean, just totally balling out of control out there. Okay, doing great. But homelessness in New Jersey has spiked significantly in recent years, reaching multi-year highs. You think? It says the crisis is driven by an entrenched shortage of affordable housing, rising rents, and deep cuts to state level housing and safety net budgets. Total homeless population. Advocates and the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, recorded nearly 14,000 individuals experiencing homelessness on a single night in New Jersey, marking a roughly 70% increase over the last 5 years. 70% increase over the last 5 years. And with this economy and AI and with all the cuts to the government jobs, do you think it's going to get any better? I don't see it happening. Unsheltered versus sheltered. While the vast majority stay in emergency shelters, hotels, or motels, approximately 2,000 individuals remain unsheltered, living on the streets, in abandoned buildings, or in wooded areas. And it makes me wonder. I wonder at some point in time, some of those may have been what, taxpayers. Just saying. Demographic disparities. Black New Jerseyans are disproportionately impacted, representing roughly 47% of the state's homeless population, despite making up 12% of the general population. So let's try it again. So Black New Jerseyans, they make up they're 12% of the state's population. However, when it comes to homelessness, we're making up Black New Jerseyans are making up roughly 47% of the homeless population. Wow, unbelievable. Listen, it says while urban centers like Newark, which is Essex County, and Atlantic City see the highest visibility and numbers, suburban and rural homelessness is also on the rise, with unhoused populations often congregating in less visible wooded areas. So Americans are sitting up out in the woods, getting together. Wow. But hey, in the meantime, in between time, the other news is, I can't call it good news, is the New Jersey taxpayers. Some of those people have probably been let off from their jobs. More people, I hate to say it, are going to be facing not just food insecurity, but housing insecurity. It's going to continue with the way things are going. Look at the trajectory of the country. There's no safety net. I said before this administration took office, I said during my administration, I said people got to start planning. It's not a good time, just my opinion for the ladies, to be having kid after kid after kid, because I said things are going to get better. People say, well, I'm true blue. I said, yeah, that's okay. That's fine. And I'm going to vote for Trump. Okay. But I said specifically, and you can do that. I said specifically, do not think because you get a new administration, your job is going to come back. Why? It's just my understanding of systems and how systems work. It doesn't work that simple. It's not like turning on the faucet and turning it off. So this right here, $12 million taxpayers. That's why the politicians, we're voting them in. Why? So they can get paid. But what are they doing for us? This $12 million could go to Americans. 12 million, and don't forget, this is just an additional $12 million, okay? Because the total funding, where is that? Here we go. It says here, we're increasing funding for the Detention Deportation Defense Initiative by $12 million for a total of $20.2 million. So $20.2 million is going to be given to protect families facing illegal aliens battling deportation. Okay, once they're here, is there going to be a job for them? Maybe under the table? Or is it going to be that we're going to have maybe some of them also facing homelessness? Now, I will say some of them know how to get a job under the table and they'll work together. I mean, they will put the group economics into effect and make it. But my issue is some of the same Americans that are probably living in woods. Not everybody has a drug problem. See, people always thought, oh, they're homeless, must be lazy, huh? Well, but the person is drugs, must be really lazy, huh? Almost a drinking problem, must be a bum. And now look. We're in a place right now. People are sitting up here working 2 and 3 jobs and still can't make the rent. People are sitting up here with a diploma in hand, still can't find a job. Wow. Ergo, homelessness. What do they say in the financial sector that I read? They've been saying it. 2026, what year of the hiring freeze? I saw a report that said, 172 or maybe 175,000 jobs was created. Big whoop. Guess what? Millions need a job. And are those jobs paying a livable wage? That's the question. So, hey, your politicians doing what they do best. Your taxpayer dollars are at work. Maybe just not for you. Talk about taxation without representation. So, yeah, let me know what you all think about this. Maybe you live in New Jersey and maybe everyone's just, doing really great. Clearly not. But what do you think about this? I'm not opposed to helping people, but I believe in helping Americans first. I believe in wherever the tax dollars came from, those should be the one to benefit from it. Okay, like I said before, a lot of the programs people are going to be counting on. Well, if this happens, I'm going to sign up for Medicaid, Medicare. I'm going to get on the EBT program for free food. I'm going to get a voucher, and then it's crazy. Some have waiting lists between 5, 8, and I saw one that was like 10 years. You got to be kidding me. People can't wait that long. Unbelievable. So yeah. So it's going to be a total of, they're adding in $12 million. Again, they can find money for wherever they want. You understand what I'm saying? They can find money for wars. They can find money to protect illegal aliens. What about the poor Americans that are also, they may face a charge and they could be profiled or just, picked on. What about those people? What about homeless people? You might get a ticket for some reason because you're doing this or you're loitering. Then they get arrested. That cart was everything they had. Worst representation for that. Worst the housing for them. Please tell me. So, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.